Hey, Nikki Sanders here with Nikki Sanders Leadership Consulting, and I am back for part 2 of our career clarity video. Now, in the first video, I talked to you about getting clear on what it is that you want in your career. For some of us, we are very clear about what we don't want. So I gave you a strategy to get clear on what you do want. One of those strategies was to take one sheet of paper, on the left side, write all the things that you don't want, all of your things that you're like, I'm over it, done, don't have to ever do this again. And on the right side, to write the opposite, or the things that you want based on what you don't want. So almost the opposite. But I didn't tell you why career clarity is so important. When you know what you want, it tends to show up. You tend to avoid confusion. You tend to eliminate the people, places, and things that are not for you. You have more structure, you have more boundaries, and life is good, right? You're getting rid of chaos and confusion when there is clarity. But clarity is also the first pillar in my strategic career management framework. So I'm going to read this to you and then we'll talk about it, right? Okay, so strategic career management is the process of investing resources into your career to maintain or increase your value in the workplace, to undertake work that is personally satisfying, to strive for work-life balance, and achieve financial security. So the 3 pillars are clarity, credibility, and congruency. So this is part 2 where we're talking about credibility. Now, I gave you that long definition of strategic career management, but I say that all the time, right? Like, you deserve to do work that feeds your heart, mind, and wallet. You deserve to be paid well for your education, expertise, and experience. You don't have to be overworked, underpaid, and unappreciated. Essentially, that's another way of talking about strategic career management, and something that we implement throughout the life of our career. It is ongoing, it is consistent, because we're learning, growing, and developing, and so our career should do that with us. So let me tell you about one of the things that I have decided I am going to do as part of my career. So shout out to Jennifer Ransaw Smith. She posted last year a reel of her sitting on a blanket, no shoes on, like delivering a workshop, and my heart leapt for joy. I was like, oh my God, that is so me. Sitting on a picnic blanket on a farm teaching. Now, you know July is National Picnic Month, so let's tie this all in, right? One of my career goals fits in with National Picnic Month, to deliver a workshop in picnic style, sitting outside on blankets in my natural habitat, enjoying peace, calm weather, grass, good food, good people, right? So again, I'm clear that that is something that I want to do and experience, and it's up to me to decide when and how that happens. But that is clarity. And so it wasn't something I was thinking about until I saw it. And now that I saw it, I absolutely want it. So that leads us into, how do we get career clarity? Step 1 is research. And research can look like a variety of things, from our formal research that we learned in school, to informational interviews, to internet searches, to talking to family members, to showing up at businesses, to going on tours, right? So do the research and then take inventory of what's required for you to have success in that career or in that job. And then where do you stand? And grant yourself grace. So what's needed and what do you have? Do you have those transferable skills, or do you have some things that you need to do? Do you need another certification? Do you need more experience in a certain area? So researching is one. So that's one way to get career clarity and to get towards the thing that you want. So researching, learning, and inventory. Step 2, if we're pursuing like success, it is marketing. So research marketing. What is marketing? Marketing is all of the documents that you need, your employment documents, but that also includes your digital footprint. So your resume, your cover letter, your LinkedIn or Instagram, if you're a part of any networking groups online, right? Your digital footprint, as well as the collection of all of your education experience and skills. So research, marketing, prioritizing, make it a priority. Now, I'm going to admit that sometimes I have an issue with consistency and focus, right? I can lose focus very easily. But what it takes to be successful and to get to the thing that you want is to make it a priority, to turn your attention and your focus and your actions to that thing. So this is not about wishful thinking. I thought it and it showed up. That's not what I'm talking about, right? Even with manifestation, if you are a person who believes in or follows manifestation, there's still work to be done. You need to take action. Action is always required. So your time and attention, dedicate that to the pursuit of the goal. Then networking, right? Again, this is also Social Wellness Month. And if we're sitting on a picnic, we're certainly networking. So where are your connections? Who are you connected to? What do they know about you? How can they help you? But also reciprocity. How can you help them? You want people to be connected to you who will mention your name when you're not there, and you do the same thing for them. So your connections, informational interviews, someone sends your resume to someone that they know, right? Those kinds of things. And then step 5 is you do have to believe. Now, I already said we're not talking about wishful thinking, but if you don't believe it's possible for you or available for you, then it's not. So you need to believe, and that hope and faith is what you need throughout the entire process. No matter how long it takes, you may have to wait a little bit longer to get that perfect job, that perfect thing, but you have to keep believing. So let's recap. We've already talked about strategic career management. It is something that is ongoing. So 5 ways to get career clarity as you are in pursuit of that job. So once you define career success on your own terms, the 5 steps that you are going to take are researching, marketing, prioritizing, networking, and believing, right? Because there's action. You have to do some things. And then let's talk about 5 qualities of a fulfilling job, right? So we talked about what you want. What does career clarity actually look like for you? So I'm giving you this actually in reverse order, but what does career clarity look like for you? So remember, I always say define social work career success on your own terms. So what does career success look like for you? And that may be different than what it looked like 3 years ago or 3 months ago. It may be different than your social work professor. It may be different than your supervisor or your sister. Define social work career success on your own terms, and know again that we are eliminating that narrow, outdated view of social work, because your social work skills are highly transferable, high income skills. So what does it look like? Do you have specific work hours? Is there a location? I said picnic table on a farm, picnic blanket on a farm, right? That is a location. Farm, picnic table, very specific. So what are your work hours? What location? Do you want to be in the city? Do you want to be in the suburbs? Do you want to be in a company, a small company? Do you want to be on a college campus? What kind of company are you working for? What do they believe in? What do they stand for? Is their mission aligned with your personal and professional mission? What is the salary? Listen, I worked for a really long time doing work that I loved, that was good work, and didn't focus on the salary. But with strategic career management, we're also including financial security. So do not gloss over salary. Your income is important. We are no longer glorifying poverty, and we know that financial struggle does not make us a better social worker. So your salary or income is important. What kind of people do you want to work with? I love working in multidisciplinary or interdisciplinary teams. I love working with people from different backgrounds, different ethnicities, different parts of the world, different income classes, right? What do you want your work environment to look like? Who do you want to be connected to in the workspace? So these are just ideas. They're not goals that you have to have, but it's something to think about as you move towards clarity. And since we're again talking about strategic career management and what that process is, here are 5 qualities that I think for me are qualities that represent a fulfilling job. So if we're talking about career fulfillment, growth potential, you don't want a dead-end job. Is there opportunity to learn, grow, move around? Is there mentorship? Do you have a support system, someone who can help you? Is your leader someone who is always punitive, or someone who's willing to show you, grant you grace, help you grow and learn? Are there professional development opportunities? Everything from tuition reimbursement to in-house professional development. Are there formal ways for you to learn and grow new skills, new experiences? Is there a healthy workplace culture? That is so important. When we talk about social wellness, you work so many hours a week that it is important that your workplace is a healthy work environment. It impacts your personal and professional life. And then, do you get recognition? Because remember, I said you don't have to be overworked, underpaid, and unappreciated. Do they recognize your contributions? So the opposite, so remember our clarity exercise, the opposite of overworked, underpaid, and unappreciated is energized by the work that you do. Are you well paid, and are you recognized and appreciated for your contributions to your organization? So I'm going to give you those 5 things again when we're talking about career fulfillment: growth potential, mentorship, professional development opportunities, a healthy workplace culture, and recognition. Now that came from me. What is most important to you? This is about you getting clear on what you want. So that is pillar 1 in my strategic career management framework. I use that framework with all of my coaching clients, but the truth is I also use it in my classrooms. I use it with my interns. I use it even when I'm working with organizations, because again, we need that clarity. The credibility piece is about what we've done, who we are. It is our collection of experiences, skills, our awesomeness. And then congruency. Are we aligned? Is there congruency, alignment? Do we all connect and this just all go together and work together? Okay? All right, cool. This is Nikki Sanders. Oh my gosh, the siren is coming, but we're going to end this video anyway. So this is Nikki Sanders with Nikki Sanders Leadership Consulting. You can find me on Facebook, Instagram, and X at Nikki Sanders CEO, on LinkedIn at Nikki Sanders MSW, and NikkiSanders.com. I love the sound of all of these insects, so I truly hope you all can hear me, that you found this valuable. Like, comment, share. Let me know what it is that you want me to talk about next. I can go on to the other pillars in this strategic career management framework. But again, knowing what you want is crucial. So I am outside doing these videos because it is important to me to spend time outside in nature, personally and professionally. So I've been very intentional about that. So I just waited until our heat wave calmed down a little bit and it's not as hot, and then I can make this video for you. So go back and check out the video part 1 if you haven't. This is part 2, and I will see you again. Remember, July is anti-boredom month. Can't be bored at a picnic. National Picnic Month, that is a career goal. And Social Wellness Month. All of those things together contribute to our personal and professional wellness. Your network, who are you're connected to, is extremely important in advancing your career. All right? I will see you soon. Bye.